Wanderlust King.
Hey guys, welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. I am Furea. I am your host for this show. Last time we went to a lab, found a nice dragon there. She wanted a sample of our blood for research. We gave it to her. We met our old human friend. He has a dragon that's kind of grumpy and whatever, and hates the fact that we're getting all this attention just because of our species or whatever. And we ended up here in this beautiful, beautiful cafe or restaurant, whatever you wish to call it. And we met this new dragon. We didn't get her name last time because her introduction made me laugh my fucking ass off for some reason. Or rather, I should start this episode saying, "Oh look, a dragon!" Here we go.
Welcome to our establishment. My name's Adine, and I'll be your waitress today. What can I bring you to?
Boys and girls, if you have never learned anything from games like this, you always go with today's special. Always. It's either funny or you get an amazing meal. It's a win-win either way. Although I am gonna just save. Yeah, me too. Just make it quick.
Sure thing. Two specials coming right up.
As I was saying, if you look at the big picture, don't you think there's just something off about this whole place? Where is it really? If this is supposed to be a completely separate place from Earth, or even a different dimension, some things just don't add up. Don't you think so too? Let me just grab my tinfoil hat real quick! Fucking love this game already! I'm not sure. Can't really say much more with you-know-who over there. He's probably listening to us right now. It doesn't seem so bad to me. When I let my gaze wander, I saw Maverick was looking in my direction. Our eyes met briefly, his expression not showing any discernible emotion while I wondered whether it had just been a coincidence or if he really was able to hear us from that distance. I do have some theories, and if I'm right, we might be in trouble. What kind of trouble? What are you talking about? Shh! Be quiet. I'll let you know more as soon as I can, but for now, let's just play along. After all, we already have one of these babies. Baby! Who the fuck you calling a baby? He petted the generator's nostrils. Oh, he's calling the generator a baby. God knows we need them. Oh, there she comes. The female returned, astounding me with her ability to balance the dishes on the edges of her wings. She placed her forelimb on the table, proceeded to move the dishes from her wings to us with a gentle push of her snout.
There you go. Watch out, it's hot.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
God damn it, I keep I don't know, it's my natural instinct to just fucking right-click randomly. Can't fucking use the mouse. Apparently today's special consisted of an odd-looking fish of some sort. I was a little hesitant to try it, but considering the steam coming from it, it was probably better to wait a few minutes anyway. When the waitress brought out our meals to the two dragons across the cafe. We exchanged a few words with them. Reza leaned forward and whispered something to me. I'll send you a letter with a coded message later. You'll know what to do. Okay. Reza rose from his seat before he made it known to me he still had a few things to do and left the restaurant, followed shortly after by the larger of the two dragons. But you haven't even touched your fish! I wasn't in a hurry, so I spent a few more minutes in contemplation while I looked out the window. Not that this whole situation was already bizarre enough, there was also now a vague sense of danger conveyed by Reza's earlier words. I did not have an idea what kind of threat might be lurking out there. Eventually, I took a bite of my somewhat unusual breakfast. While I had already thought the smell was quite peculiar, the taste had been even worse. I imagined it might be the kind of delicacy that had an acquired taste. One that I certainly hadn't acquired yet. I decided to go back, get outside before it was too late. Are you done? Sure am. How'd you like it? I'll just say it's probably not for me. And you wouldn't be the only one to say that. You better wait outside in case it decides to come up again. You tried the odd-looking fish! Sure thing. I stepped outside, taking the scenery of this strangely familiar world. In the short time I was there, I'd already found the similarities between their world and our own utterly fascinating. After all, we were talking about an unmapped race, an unmapped place with a never before seen form of life. As far as discoveries were concerned, even something as simple as a new unicellular organism or even bacteria would have been remarkable. Yet I was here, standing in the middle of a village evidently built by this race of intelligent talking dragons with a society not unlike our own. Reza didn't seem to share the same interest, and instead was more smitten with the generator, but given our reason for coming here in the first place, I couldn't blame him for his enthusiasm being focused on something else. My thoughts were interrupted as something suddenly zipped past me just a little too close, causing me to stumble back. It was a rather small dragon with a bag clamped in its maw who apparently had somewhere to be. Aww, that's cute. I regained my footing and watched as it disappeared in the distance. Even though I'd seen enough dragons to recognize their variations in size, color, and other attributes, I guess this one must have been a juvenile of its species. Shortly afterwards, Sebastian joined me outside, having taken care of the tab. I gave her a generous tip on your behalf. Hope you don't mind. How nice of you. In any case, now that you've given us the PDA and Reza is the generator, you're free for today. So if you want to go anywhere in particular, let me know, or I could show you around town. I was tempted to be given a tour, but considering Reza's words, I wanted to be careful and not stray too far without knowing more about this world first. I think I'll stay home for today. I still have to get used to everything, you know? I'll just accompany you back then. There we are. Home sweet home for now, at least. Well, if you need anything, I'll be outside until my shift ends. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. See you tomorrow. See ya. He just fucking runs for the door. Fucking humans are weird! I hadn't really looked at the apartment much, so I spent the rest of the day investigating it and relaxing. I considered checking out some of the phone numbers Remy had left me, but thought it was better to keep a low profile for now. Found the kitchen fully stocked with plenty of groceries, though the variety was wasted on me. I hadn't been a particularly great cook in the first place, but what was more, I didn't even recognize some of the things I found there. Whether they were edibles that we had back home that I just didn't know about, or something completely alien, I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to take the risk of eating anything I didn't know. After all, it was possible that some comestibles might be fine for them to eat, but still be poisonous to us. I was also glad to find a shelf that was filled to the brim with a variety of books. Well, I found the subject of matter of man, myth or reality, to be quite intriguing. I had to give up after a few pages due to its exceptionally dry writing style, which I wasn't inclined to enjoy at the moment. In the end, I settled for an adventure novel about a dragon archaeologist who stumbles upon the remains of a long-lost human civilization, after which he is hunted by an evil organization who wants to use the found magical artifacts for its own nefarious purposes. Sounds a lot like Indiana Jones. While I have to admit it reminded me a little too much of the trashy novels we had at home. I certainly found it amusing that certain tropes were not really unique to us as a species, though I wondered whether this kind of literature had fallen into disfavor here, as it had back where I had come from. I was reading a particularly exciting scene in which the hero, Sheridan, uses one of the magical artifacts shaped like a pair of human hands holding a scepter with a globe at the top to prevent herself from being crushed and ground to a bloody pulp by an ancient human temple's moving walls. When I suddenly heard the doorbell ring. That most certainly was a doorbell. Who is it? Aw, what a cute generic dragon. Hello there! Would you please sign here? I'm not signing away my rights with this, am I? I've got a letter for you that requires signature confirmation. I see. Looking over the clipboard, the small dragon was holding up to me. I saw that the sender letter in question was Reza. There you go. I'm Lorne, by the way. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? What is this about? I'm just making small talk. Wait a minute, I recognize you. You tried to do the same thing with Reza. Maybe I should report you to your superiors for inappropriate behavior towards your clients. But this is important. Please just let me talk to Furea for a few minutes. You know how it is. If you want an interview with one of the humans, you'll have to get permission from the proper authorities. Help me out here, Furea. As an ambassador, you care about the accurate portrayal of humans in the media, don't you? You should talk to me, otherwise someone else will fill in the blanks with who knows what they will come up with. Let me show you something. The small dragon opened his bag, rummaging through a number of letters and small packages. Huh, I think I lost it. Anyway, I wanted to show you some pictures of what people think humans look like. On some of them, they have like 4 heads and look nothing like you. It's crazy. What are you, Lorne? A reporter? No, I'm just... Do you want me to remove him, Furea? Is what he's saying true? Yeah, I guess. I see. That sounds pretty interesting, though. Alright, you can leave your number here and maybe I'll call you later, but that's all I can promise. Thank you so much! He quickly produced a small sheet of paper and scribbled his number on it. Afterwards, he sheepishly presented it with both hands. Alright, you got what you wanted. Now off you go. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I guess that should be all. I'll see you tomorrow. Right. With all the commotion, I had almost forgotten I was also still holding Reza's letter. With the plain envelope was similarly plain sheet of paper with his handwriting. When I started reading, however, saw that his wording was full of the pleasantries I knew he hated, that I assumed every word of it was faked as to conceal his true intent. He did mention I'd know what to do, but I was unsure of how I was supposed to decode the secret message. I didn't remember having a conversation about this topic with him yet. He relied on me to remember whatever it was that I was missing, or he thought I would be able to figure it out on my own. This is what it said. Hello, my dear friend. I hope this letter reached you swiftly and in good condition. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch up earlier, so I wanted to write you this letter. I've been these last few years. What have you been doing? How's your family? I feel like there's so much we've talked about. So far. Quite an exciting venture we are on now, right? Like to hear so far? Made any dragon friends yet? Haha. Anyways, I think I need to look elsewhere for hints. Or read between the lines. Bummer. Look elsewhere for hints. Look in the bathroom! The bathroom always contains all of the secrets! Always look in the shower. Ha! No shampoo to be found anywhere, of course. And no hint either. Just some body wash. The cabinet. No razors. There are some pain meds, though. Look at the bookshelf. The bookshelf was stocked with quite a variety of books on different topics. Look behind the books. Maybe Reza left me another message here at some point. He could have known that I was going to live here, so I suppose it is possible that he helped with the preparation of stuff for me to find. Now, after moving over to the books on the shelf, there was no indicator of anything that would help me decode the message. Even if he did leave it here, it could have been anywhere in this apartment, not just the bookshelf. Which book should I look into? So young to read that, barely having reached the age at which the arduous process of finding a mate, settling down, and starting a family had become expected, with none of my peers interested in myself. They were childish, crude, and uncultured. I was lost in a sea of uncertainty, drifting, hoping to be found by the one day. And then I did. How fast time flies when you're happy. I can't believe this was just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I found the one, my truest soulmate there ever could be. Like a wrecking ball, he came out of nothing, breaking all the barriers and entered my life. 2 weeks ago, I was nothing. Today, I am the happiest dragon alive. Who knew that out of all people alive, it only took the right one to right life itself? Who knew that to meet the perfect one, the only thing you needed was... I don't think there's anything in here. Who let this mess ever get to print? Sheesh. The fridge. Plenty of stuff in here. Crack open it and look inside. Look at the meat. Just a slab of meat, nothing special about it. Look at the milk. Pasteurized, at least they've got that down. It's an unlabeled container with some sort of white liquid inside. Well, here goes nothing. It's salty. You drank a mystery liquid? Salty? Ew. Crack open an egg and look inside. Nope, just regular egg. A pantry. Some fruits and veggies here. What should I look at? Lemon, definitely lemon. Lemon. Lemons! Lemons! Of course. Why didn't I realize it sooner? Lemon juice is all about the simplest way to write a hidden message using household items. We learned about that in chemistry. Most boring of detail, of course. A message written in lemon juice on paper becomes just about invisible to the naked eye when dried, but after heating it gently, oxidization occurs, making the message visible. I was sitting next to him in class when we learned that. He made a joke about using the method to cheat on the next test, and I replied by saying he'd have to bring an iron. He really expected me to remember a random chemistry class that happened years ago, but then I did remember it after all. Meet me at the portal tonight, 10 p.m. That's all the message said. I wasted a good amount of time, but I still had some time left before I had to go meet Reza, so I decided to make some lunch. Afterwards, I resumed reading my book about continuing adventures of Sheridan and her exploits in destroying cultural artifacts. Unsurprisingly, it came to a happy end, with the evil organization stopped in its tracks, at least for now. I thought the ending was deliberately left open for ambiguity, but when I turned the page and saw the advertisement for the next entry, in this apparently long-running series of books, I realized all of this had just been a ploy to set up the inevitable sequel. Luckily, the disappointments didn't last long, as I had to go meet Reza at the portal. When I got outside, it didn't seem quite as dark as when I arrived yesterday. I might have had difficulties finding my way otherwise, but I could still see the portal in the distance. As I was walking, I wondered if anyone was following me, but the land seemed oddly deserted. Was everyone already asleep? Eventually, I arrived at my destination. Reza was already standing idly by the portal. His fidgeting made it obvious that he had just waited for me. I was already wondering whether you'd get it at all. Well, you didn't make it easy. What a wonderful night it is. Just look up at the stars. You can see them so clearly here. Without all the pollution lingering in the air like back home, almost as if we are looking into the face of eternity itself. So long, humanity thought we'd find aliens out there. Yet after all these years, we found we were still alone in the universe. Turns out we were just not looking in the right place. What's going on, Reza? Why did you call me here at this time? For one, because we're sending the generator home. Right, before I was sent here, they told me they would limit the use of the portal, as they couldn't afford to keep it open all the time. In order to keep in contact with us and enable us to send things over to them, the portal would be open just for a quarter of an hour each day. Sending something back home wasn't really problematic for us, though, since the high energy expenditure associated with sending bigger objects only affected the sender, not the receiver. However, this also meant that it was until all business was concluded in regards to our trade in PDAs and generators, we were basically stuck here. As for the other, do you know what this place is? You said something about trouble. How much danger are we in, really? More than enough. I'm afraid this whole place will be gone soon, and we better not be here when it happens. What are you talking about? I'd hoped you've seen it too, but it took me a while to understand, and I had a head start on you in any case. While he was speaking, my gaze wandered and fixed on some movement nearby. It was hard to make out anything, but I might have imagined it was just the wind blowing through some nearby shrubbery, except for the fact there was no wind. Reza? This might take a while to explain, but we've got the whole night. Reza, look! He turned around to face whatever I was seeing. He squinted before he called out, "You! How dare you follow me even here?" The disturbance came closer, until it became clear that it was Maverick, who had hidden nearby to listen to our conversation. I knew you were up to no good. What are you talking about? What are you planning here? Some kind of attack? Wait a minute, there's no reason for... Don't try to deny it. I heard both of you talking in the cafe. I saw a letter. Think I wouldn't smell lemon on it? Pathetic. You'll have to come with me to the police station now, both of you. Come on, I think you're overreacting. Reza fucking pulled a gun on him! Holy shit! Reza, what are you doing? Come on, Furea, let's get out of here. In the dragon's side, I could see the wound where the bullet had penetrated his hide, a trickle of blood staining his dark scales on the earth beneath. Reza used the opportunity to run off in some direction. I wasn't sure which. What was I supposed to do? Run away as well? Help Maverick? I was just a diplomat, I had no idea what was happening. Suddenly, the dragon whipped around, hitting me in the guts with his thick tail. I was lifted off the ground briefly before the impact. My body hitting the hard ground was enough to let my vision blurred open. A deafening roar battered my ears. Was this a cry for help? I could barely move, but I found it better not to try, as to not startle the wounded dragon more than he already was. It certainly would have ended badly for me if he tried anything. I heard him take a few unsure steps away before he lay down on the ground, panting. I'm still watching you, you know. And you better not move, for your own good. If I have to get up again and come after you in this condition, I can promise you I won't be nice. It took a few minutes of listening to his labored breathing before someone arrived. It was two dragons. The first I recognized as Sebastian, the other one I didn't know. I heard Sebastian and Maverick exchange a few words, then the stocky fellow approached me. Hey, kid, you alright? Still feeling a little dizzy. I'm Bryce, chief of the police in this town. Can you tell me what happened? Reza shot Maverick and ran off. Is that so? His face went stern and seemingly lost in thought as I overheard Sebastian's conversation. Yeah, but you're the flyer on duty. We probably won't find him now. Not here in this darkness, at any rate. Well, that's just brilliant. What do you think, Chief? Furea, can you walk? Yeah, I think so. Alright, Sebastian, take Furea to the apartment and get us some help here from Maverick. And then we'll look for Reza. Right on. Come, Furea. I'll help you up. I was still shaken up by the events I just witnessed when I arrived at my apartment. Not knowing anything better to do, I soon fell into a deep slumber. The next day, I woke with many questions lingering in my head. I considered calling someone from the police department and asking about Reza and Maverick, but in the end decided against doing so as I was sure they would contact me if they had anything to tell me. I knew it was no use worrying about it for now, so I settled for starting another book. It didn't take long, though, before the doorbell rang. Did Bryce, chief of police, take it upon himself to escort me today? Oh, it's you again. Are you surprised? No, but I guess it'll mean bad news. Great, so, how are you holding up? Better than yesterday, that's for sure. Let's go for a walk then, shall we? Sure. This time I was taking along a different route than yesterday and was quite sure there was more to this than just taking a walk. I'll just go ahead and guess we didn't find Reza. Yeah, we hoped he would come back on his own by now. Do you have any idea where he might be? Maybe he mentioned some sort of place in particular that he pulled some meaning to him? No, not really. We didn't get a chance to talk much at all yesterday before. It's that too. I have no idea why Reza was done anything like that. I had the impression that they weren't very fond of each other, but this. How is he, by the way? Oh, Maverick's doing fine. There's plenty of blame to go around. You're right, they didn't particularly like each other. In his statement, Maverick says he suspected Reza of planning some sort of attack. Do you know anything about that? No, he only told me something was going to happen, not that he was planning anything. At least that's the impression that I got. He's suspecting you too, by the way. That you both planned this all from the beginning. No, that wouldn't make sense. Actually, none of this is making any sense. Why would we go through all the lengths of our agreement only to jeopardize it by doing something like this? We already have our PDAs and we don't have much to show for it yet. If we had any nefarious plans, this wouldn't have been a very good idea. You have a good point. I believe you. But from our side, we only have Maverick's word on the whole matter. After all, he was the one who spent the most time with Reza since he arrived here. But even then, he didn't really have any reason to follow you yesterday, and his behavior was completely out of line. I'm just glad you came out fine. If he wasn't on mandatory sick leave, he would be suspended right now. We'll have to wait till this whole thing is over before we decide what to do with him. I can assure you this won't be taken lightly. Maybe they both acted in the heat of the moment. Maybe. We still got quite a lot on our hands now, though. We have a wounded dragon and a missing human. This could lead to a diplomatic crisis. Maybe Reza will still show up soon and we can get all this behind us. I hope so too. I really wouldn't want to jeopardize everything over this unfortunate incident. Yeah, but how about we both just be quiet about this whole thing for now? After all, I don't think any of us want our people panicking about this already, right? I'm merely nodding in agreement. Yeah, this shit is serious. Eventually, we arrived at the police station where the chief took my formal statement in regards to yesterday's event. He asked me about Reza and Maverick too, not that I knew much of anything about that preceded yesterday's events or the mysterious catastrophe Reza had mentioned. Afterwards, he thanked me and left to file my statement while I sat by his table, waiting and listening to the going-ons of this small provincial town police department. When he returned, he was approached by someone who seemed to have urgent news. A lot of talking between two ensued. I couldn't make out from my position. This went on for a bit until Bryce returned to me. Afraid I have more bad news for you. Reza has now officially become a murder suspect. Murder?! We're headed to the crime scene and hope you can come with us. Me? Crime scene? I don't really know much about forensics. It's just that you're the only link to Reza we have. Consider what he said would happen to us. It's in all our interests that we find him as soon as possible, and if he has anything to do with it, you might be able to help us find him. Your cooperation would certainly be appreciated, and it would be a nice gesture to show that you're trustworthy in the eyes of those who might think otherwise after what happened yesterday. I'll help you. I suppose I don't really have much of a choice here, but you're right, we gotta find Reza. If that's what it takes, then I'll do it. Very well, let's go. This is fucking serious. Holy shit. This is where we're gonna end this episode, boys and girls. Hot damn. Fucking Reza pulled a gun on Maverick and shot his ass. And now there's a fucking murder? What the hell is going on? I'll see you guys in the next episode. Holy shit. God damn. See you guys then.